Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. The Bulls will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense will start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Battiato. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. He tries to take the top off, and they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Bulls offense will go to work for the first time today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be brought down. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled, but he has a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's looking to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer portal.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run,
Touchdown, South Florida! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll turn to Martinez. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the Canes will keep this drive going.
This is a guy that can find you the 80 yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd and 10 here. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going for 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 1st down here for the offense. The lone back's got it. At the 35, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Bulls want to move quickly. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Arroyo. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Setting up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Battiato. Got it set up on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on 3rd down.
And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Johnson. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets the first. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down.
He's going to fire deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. And he intercepts it. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Trying play action. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse, and that pass intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lamb. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Going up top on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot against zone coverage, covering 3. And that corner, he's got the deep third of the field, so he's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees the ball thrown. He's able to react to it and come away with the pick.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Unloads it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll leave it with him. Delivers the contact. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Coming after him. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 24 over Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Made a defender miss. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Off the play fake. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now in how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dances away to buy time. Connection to the right. Tackle is made after the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release.
Touchdown, Miami! And that one will give him the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, look for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Movement here from the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Brown wants to pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, USF. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Scanning the field, it's Battiato. Safe completion on the screen. Gets away from one, finds room. Pulled down for the tackle.
The guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Giving him his pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam and make a big play.
Snags it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind.
Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Brown will throw it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to scramble. He chucks one out to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he's running in the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Vattiato. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Off play action. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down, and tick, 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 tick.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Miami! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field. And if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and managing. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to get to it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking down the middle. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Pulls and fires complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We sensed